I bet it's live. I'm fixing something that I think will improve the quality of this. Turning this light off. But it's a bit of a quagmire at the moment. Okay. So, a little bit of oh my god, when I started doing YouTube videos, my friends like, you have to do a intro and an outro. So say what you're gonna do, and then before you end the video, recap it. Anyway, I'm not gonna do that. But since I've been gone, basically like taking care of my dog and stuff, I haven't been doing anything or focused on anything but him. So I went to heaven on Wednesday. So I didn't even remember where we were on Red Bar. But I went to the website and I know we weren't on 14 yet because 14 wasn't free. So guess what? 13. So this is like a thing in, it's like evolving sort of thing how we're going to do this year. But so now 13 is not free. So I will not be playing it because you should go to www. I know I don't need the W's, but whatever, redbarradio.net. And it's only $11 a month in supporting Mike and Jules. What? Boobusk. He thinks you should do it too. Redbarradio.net, and you can see it for yourself. If it goes free again, then we can revisit 13. But we're going to be starting 14 from the top. Hi, beautiful Crystal. Thank you for those sweet messages. What's up, Sam Hassanian? Great app, especially for you know what I thought I would do though, because they do this, and if I'm not going to commit to it right now, but I feel like when we instead of doing like, I'll still do like season 20 episode whatever, then the number of it, but like, I think I can allocate time or could, I don't know, you tell me what you guys think, but writing like the topics, like when we did Bill Maher, when we did what's his stupid name? I don't even want to remember his name. You guys already know. The dumb guy. They're all dumb. So I'm going to read because he does this on the website, redbarradio.net. So I'm going to read what's in this episode, okay? Previously on Red Bar, it's kind of like topical, okay? So I'm not reading you a sentence. / Brian Callen starts an unbelievably cringe and awkward new podcast. We saw a bit of that on 13, I think, right? Anyway. Yeah, because there was 14 before Aussie got sick. Okay. Visiting Joey Diaz at assisted living. That should be classic. / taste test, Mark Norman and Sam Morales. I don't know that guy's name. Bodega Cat. Whiskey has arrived. / Mike flexes his legendary hip hop knowledge. I am constantly impressed about how much he knows and the types of hip hop he listens to, impressing Charlemagne. I do know who that is. The Godon impulsive. That's that guy Paul, whatever, I guess. / Coolio has passed. / nominees. / imposter contest submissions. I can't wait to see that. Who are the heads, guys? Because a couple of people have written to me, or maybe 2 people, and comment to HEDZ, and just the nicest things. Heads vote to pick the new mic. Oh my gosh. Am I too late to submit? Okay. Jeff Ross steps into Bill Maher's bitchy basement. We might have to forward straight to that, and much, much more. Enjoy. Okay, cool. All right. Hey, Ventril. Is it Ventril? Ventril? Hey, Ashley. I can't believe you freaking did it already. Like, that's so amazing. So cool. Just thrill. Then thrill. Okay. So now let me re-get the lighting. Re-establish this. It's like this. Like this. Nice, you guys. Because I like changed up everything. Like when my dog was going through his thing. So I like moved like the setup I usually have. So I was like, maybe I could come up with a better setup. And I was trying to put like tables on top of tables. Like, that's too high. Okay. Let's see. I feel like that could be good. Okay. It's okay, Anda. Let her be chaotic. Okay. What's it reflecting off of? Okay. Before further ado, I'm feeling that might happen. I know. If I had, I should make an imposter video. I mean, I feel like it's definitely going to be a dude that chooses it. But like, I feel like I could do it well. Oh, ow. Angela's not here. I mean, like, I could get my card game on, you know? I'm excited to see it. I think it's already done, too, you know? Maybe they'll have another one. Sorry, sexuality. I would like to choreograph like a dance to this song. It would be cool.
Previously on Red Bar. After a seemingly never-ending month of shipping out merch orders, the heads celebrate, documenting the receiving of their items in droves. Mike, having a rough few weeks
did I lose
battling his
it? And
illness,
we were on 14, or did they do this on
working with
13
Sven
and 14?
some of the greatest minds in business to carefully craft the perfect statements.
Nothing can ever stop us now.
Imposters are lining up for the chance to be Mike in our wildest contest yet. Who will take Mike's place for interviews and appearances? Find out soon. Mike
It's
and
official.
Jules
You
are
should
shocked,
renew your sub.
discovering
This
Red
isn't for
Bar's
people
recent
to
numbers on
not
YouTube.
sub. This
What
is like
viral moment should Red Bar post next? Season 20 has already brought us over 83 hours of lighthearted talk radio bliss. Something that Mike wasn't sure would ever be able to happen after coming back from the dead just 4 months ago. The extremely hot desert summer is nearly over, and that not only means cool temperatures in the Red Bar studios, but cooler everything. Like Mike says, that was just the intro.
Okay, so we've done 14. We saw Brian's podcast. I was like, is he covering that again? So we're going to get to
out of our series.
Coolio.
Okay,
I want to see Joey Diaz's visit in the senior home.
Dead on the scene. You know what I mean? Did they do an old school Coolio up? He's dead on the scene. You know what I mean?
It's true.
Wait, doesn't Joey Diaz go, I've been watching that Elvis movie?
And I recognize the cardigan. So, not as much time elapsed as we thought. Okay, so I should put, I'm just going to fix this really quickly while it's loading. So this is 14.3. Yeah. 3. Fuck you. YouTube Studio can be such a bummer. It's like, stop.
Ever done a solo podcast before?
Yeah, we saw that with like the elephant shoes. And like, by the way, I don't know if I mentioned this about the whole Brian Callen shoes thing. He's like, and all the money goes straight to it's a fucking shooting range. Like a wildlife shooting range, asshole. I fucking hate people like that. All the money goes back to the elephants. All straight back to the elephants. I mean, into the hands of the men holding guns shooting the elephants, you fucking twat. Stupid person.
Nothing to you.
if you do anything to me physically. But if
Shut the fuck up. You're so stupid. Brian Callen
all
is
the
one of my
images,
least
I
favorite
control
people.
what's set on the
Okay, here we
back, the
are.
pricing, all that. It's like libertarian podcast.
Joey Diaz.
it helps me. And I was also a daydreamer. I was also I've always wanted to be anybody but me.
Brian always wanted to be anyone but him.
Me.
How come I just don't believe that for a second? I
think
feel
it's
like the dude
normal
is
to
super
say. I
into
hope when you're sitting at
himself.
home, you don't think that's something normal to say. The only person
Hi,
you should want to
Wendy.
be is me. For an imposter contest.
Hey, Lord of
Okay?
Eldron.
For a couple $100
Joey
and a couple
Coco Diaz.
$1,000 in prizes. That's it. You shouldn't want to be somebody else. That's very creepy.
Very
Listen to what
creepy.
Joey says too.
I was also a daydreamer. I was also I've always wanted to be anybody but me.
Yeah, me too.
Right?
Yeah, me
We
too.
all do. We all do.
You know what
Joey
I'm saying?
Coco
No,
Diaz. We all
Yeah,
do.
me too. Me too. We all do. We all do.
And Joey, who would you
He
like
does
to
it
be?
much better.
You know? You want to be me, Joey?
I've always
Very
wanted to be
gross.
anybody but me.
Yeah, me too.
Right?
Yeah, we all do. We all do.
You know what I'm saying? So I was like, I don't like who I am. So I was always fantasizing about being taller, stronger, faster, Scottish, English, whatever the fuck.
Taller, stronger,
Bumble
faster,
Club. Yeah, Joey.
fantasizing about that
Joey,
stuff.
like Joey's
You know,
like
with all those
thinks he's
kids.
like
Isn't that a shame?
running with the
Have kids
Sopranos in his head.
I
Thinking
can't
about
even
being
imagine.
Scottish and English.
I'll never forget. I found my dad's Club magazine when I was a kid. You ever read Club, Jules?
No.
I'm not going to say what it is, but I couldn't believe it. It was under a stack of his clothes in his credenza. You know, when I was a kid,
Credenza?
all I did was snoop through my parents. So there's no internet. So snooping through your parents' stuff was the way to
Snooping.
go. Did you ever do that to your
Yeah, but
parents,
my
or were
parents
you
didn't have
I snooped
anything.
at
How
my
do you
parents' shit.
I looked.
You looked
There
everywhere?
wasn't, unless they had a really good
turned
hiding
that
place.
house upside down. I would I would take everything out, do an
Forget about
inventory,
it.
catalog it. And I
Xanax
found
sandwich,
one time,
please.
I was very young. I've told this story before, but I
Joey
think it's time
Coco
to tell
Diaz
it
likes
again.
to pop loves of Xanax.
It was under like a stack of his clothes. I'll never forget. It was on the left side of his dresser, and I'm snooping through it, trying to find money, guns, fireworks, stuff like that. Cool stuff, you know, that you didn't have.
People are
And-
asking, did you whip out your club when you looked at it?
Well, listen to this. So I pull out, start feeling around, and I go, Eureka! And I lift under this stack of clothes, and there might have been a dozen to 14 Club magazines
Ew, so he
stacked
was
up.
an addict.
Joey diazepam is funny.
And I pulled these out.
Or
I
Joey
had
benzodiazepam.
never seen
Isn't that
such gore
like the
in
family
my
friend zone?
I stole
Joey
one of them.
Benzo
This
Coco
was a
Diaz.
porno mag, and I stole one of them, and it was hardcore. You know, it showed it all. Large rods sticking out in every
I love
direction.
you, Wendy.
And I literally did this. I stole the magazine, one of them. I put it in my drawer, but I couldn't get over the dicks when I was that age. I could not get over the dicks. So what I did is I took a permanent marker and I blacked out every penis.
Did anyone else ever
in
do
the
that when they were a
magazine.
kid? Like
Now,
in
cut to a few
boys?
months later, my parents found
Girls didn't look
this.
at stuff the way that boys did.
in my in my drawer. They took it back. There's no conversation to be had, but imagine their surprise when they were turning the pages and I had blacked out all the dicks. That probably made my
Like a
dad
Sharpie?
feel really good. You know, every dad's biggest fear is that their kid's going to be bi.
He was about to do that himself, and then he took out his pen.
Thank you.
and
Yeah, then he
it
gave me
was
the rest of
already
the
done.
magazines and a couple more Sharpies. He put me to work. That was
The
instead of
whole
doing
office.
newspapers or shoveling the snow. That's what I did. I blacked out my dad's cocks. It was very nice. It made the magazine much better. I also blacked out the pussies, the
Really?
tits,
Oh,
the butts, scratched out the eyes. I
Hey.
started writing in backwards
Hi,
letters
Angela.
about all the stuff that I was going to do to my family. that
Angela, I
would
needed
harm
you. I was
them.
like confused which episode.
Yeah.
I was like, wait,
Do that. Okay.
I know
Let's
this
hear a little bit
cardigan.
more.
It was.
I know where we
And all of
are.
a sudden I saw you can make a living that way. And so
Here,
then
pause
I
for 1
went to
second, I'll get it for
but
you.
then
Okay, yeah, we're gonna take a quick little
Just
break. I gotta
wait,
get a
but
little.
Where is it?
It's in the pill
Oh,
bag.
yeah.
The
Okay.
pill bag. We'll be right back. Just a quick pill, and we'll see you soon. Baby, do you understand me now? Sometimes I feel a little mad, but don't you know that no one
We're getting
alive
to
can
Joey Diaz
always
being
manage
assisted at the
when
nursing
things go wrong, I feel me bad.
nursing
I'm
home.
the soul who's
How are you guys doing? Good? Does anyone know who the heads are? H-E-D-Z. H-E-D-Z. What's up, JC?
Of course, the liquid gels.
Yeah, totally. And I don't care if it gets monetized, you know?
Jules has a problem swallowing pills. She doesn't like swallowing pills. So what I do is I warm up one of these liquid gels so that it gets stuck in her throat while she tries to take it. Have one. And then you bounce. Have one with me. I'm just a soul whose intentions are good. Oh Lord, please don't let me be misunderstood. Very good.
Which name, Bencho?
Sure.
Little ganja with me. Have one with me.
Next time code is one that I'm very excited about.
Let's have one with me. This is a Lava Girl. Premium cannabis.
I think it's like a group, like in the Bring Back group or
That's
something.
light.
Maybe a subgroup of the Bring Back group or something. They're very cool. They've always, I think it's just different people that have left nice comments.
Let's try the new lighter, huh?
Oh, new lighters are in.
Some foolish thing, some simple thing I'm doing. I'm just a soul whose intentions are good. Oh Lord, very nice. Don't let me be misunderstood. Couple puffs. Yes, I'm just a soul.
I hate it when the joint will bleed, you know?
Oh Lord, please don't let me be misunderstood. Welcome back, everybody, of course, to Red Bar. Beautiful Wednesday here. Have a sleepover with me. Bunker in for the big Hurricane Andrews. What's it called? Hurricane Bitch?
Ian.
Hurricane Ian. We know that's Ian. Do we know an Ian? Ian from Free Talk Live. You remember him? You guys like libertarian podcasts as much as I do. Check out Free Talk Live. It's on AM radio out of Sarasota, Florida. Great show. I love libertarian projects. All right, let's go back to these guys.
You can go to 1730, and I titled this one "Watch in Slow Mo."
Oh, really? And should we watch it in reg mo first,
Yeah.
and then we'll do reg mo and then slow mo. This should be good.
It's, it's crazy, but no, that's who I grew up around. Like, I see the actors that are winning Oscars today.
Yeah.
And I see the Oscar winners from when I was younger and I was really into film. There's not even a comparison. There's not even a fucking comparison.
Well, Nipsey's wrong, though, about one thing, which is that acting is technique. There is a great deal.
I missed it. Jeez, I didn't even know.
I had to save the joint.
What did I miss?
You gotta watch.
Okay, is it this? Okay, let's put Joey in a little bit of slow motion. How slow should we go, Jules?
I don't know, as slow as possible.
As slow as possible, really? Okay, we'll do 2, or is that fast? Which one is the slower one? 0.25?
Yes,
wow,
Angela.
0.25.
Wow.
Look at that for Joey. Okay, here we go.
We slow him down.
There's not even a comparison. There's not even a fucking comparison.
Nipsey's wrong,
Oh.
I thought he was going to reach into his pit.
Wow. Okay, sure. How do you do that? Why is he doing that? Yeah, I remember when this happened. Look at this face, by the way. I've never seen the mafia do that. Wait, we got to get here.
Let's see it in fast motion once first.
Okay, let's see that.
Because I feel like it had a very
that was
jerky motion.
Very
that was
good.
shocking.
Yeah. Okay, hold on.
In reg mode.
Okay, reg mode. Let's watch that again and see how that came to be. Yeah, I remember
It's
that.
not even a comparison. There's not even a fucking comparison.
Well, Nipsey's wrong, though, about one thing.
Yeah, look at that.
Maybe he's itchy.
He was over.
Not even a comparison. There's not even a fucking
Well,
comparison.
Nipsey's wrong, though, about one thing, which is that acting.
I love that. And then one more time, of course, is
Sorry, that's the stuff I like, okay?
I wonder if anybody watches his entire show in slow motion like this.
There's not even a fucking comparison.
Nipsey's wrong, though.
He looks like he's unsure of what's happening with his own arms.
Really?
Like,
I wouldn't
Or
mind
his
doing
neck?
this show. Can somebody get in contact with him? Imagine me as a guest. This is the only show I'll do as myself. Seriously. I'd fly to Jersey in a heartbeat to do this show. Because he's got musical instruments. It makes me feel like he knows what's going on, you know?
Yeah.
I like a man with a drum head on his podcast.
Makes me feel like he knows what's going on.
Very cool.
Okay, you can go to 3520 now. This is a good one.
And should we watch the rest in slow motion or regular?
Regular for now.
3520. Okay.
This episode is actually really good now that
It really is, yeah. These guys put on great shows. I don't know why we make fun of them. 3520, you say?
Yeah.
Okay, here.
Now. Well, now it's going the other way around. Now it's going back to being a stand-up because, listen, a stand-up comic today, I mean, I'm surprised we don't have baseball cards. I'm really surprised.
I'm really surprised.
But Joey,
maybe that's a good idea, Joey Diaz.
I'm surprised we don't have baseball cards. Stand-up comedians. He's surprised there's not like baseball cards. I think that's a brilliant idea. Do you need people's permission to make baseball cards of them? I'm imagining a world where Red Bar is the tops of the comedy card world. I create the cards. I control the stats. I control the images. I control what's set on the pack, the pricing, all that stuff. You know?
He's on.
Do you really want me in control of your cards? I think this is a great idea for Red Bar. Collectible cards of all the fools. What's the legality on that? You know, when they make baseball cards, is that something you got to work in conjunction with the MLB to get the rights to Sammy Sosa and all these guys?
You could just change one letter in their name.
That's true, like the Garbage Pail Kids or something like that.
Write the extra letter in a clear font so you can even see it. But
I love
when you're
it.
in court, the
Clear
lawyer
font,
goes up, he highlights it, revealing the other letter was there the whole time.
Let's get that cooking. This is a serious idea that I've got. Let's get that cooking. Anybody out there, message me, DM me, whatever, if you know how to make these playing cards.
Elizabeth AI says, Nerd City has a great card guy.
Really?
Really?
Does he really?
That's what I'm reading.
That's freaky. He's got a great
He's
card
making
guy.
one
What
of
kind of
you
cards?
right now.
He better not be making any cards of me. Okay, let's hear what he says about playing cards.
I'm really surprised.
But Joey, like, here's what I say about stand-up. There are very few people who you can take and throw.
No, I
like
never
everybody
even
says
heard
they're
of that.
but
Ventura, check it out.
nowadays you can curate your own audience. So before you can get up there, everybody loves you. It's like performing for your own family.
Oh, I love Ralphie May.
But there are very few comics, and you're one of these guys. I can put you up
Here we
in front of
go.
any fucking audience anywhere in the world. They don't know you. They've never heard of you.
It's not true.
And I give you 45 minutes up there, and you got them laughing for the whole 45 minutes. That's a rare fraternity. That is a
fraternity.
You know she doesn't do that. He bombs constantly in front of audiences that don't know him. Look at him. I love that gel job. I love when you could see through.
That line, I forget what you call those lines.
These
His
little
wrinkle that
lines?
no, the one beside his nose,
Ah,
like
the
his smile
slither.
line,
One of
is
his
like as long
slithers.
as your entire head.
Yes. You know, we did see something cool. If you see that bottle of water on his set, let me know to pause because he's got these really cool bottles. They're like streetwear. I love the bottle of water that he's got. I'm not joking.
A small group of people. Because that takes real skill and it takes a long fucking time. And I think that's lost on it. And if we were bankers, the headliners, all of us who are headliners,
Listen
if
to
we
this.
were bankers, we'd be
bankers?
very, very wealthy.
Woo! Oh, really, dude? If us comics, this is what Brian Callen's saying.
Oh, really, dude?
If us comics were bankers, we'd be very, very wealthy. Why? Because you're such good comics? So if you were bankers, you'd be the best bankers. Is that what you're saying?
Explain
It
why.
makes no
Push it.
sense.
Yeah, that's really weird.
Time. And I think that's lost on it. And if we were bankers, the headliners, all of us who are headliners, if we were bankers, we'd be very, very wealthy. Because there's probably, how many people can do that, honestly, who can put out hour after hour?
Why aren't you very, very wealthy now as comedians? I just don't understand.
Just be a banker.
If
then.
I was on Joe Rogan for even 1 minute, I'd be very, very wealthy.
Why is it being Jewish an insult to you, Nick?
It's very easy to get wealthy when you've had so much opportunity. I don't know why they're not rich, but if they were bankers, They'd be very rich.
That does really well, where we've been making people laugh for 25 years on that level. Not a lot of people, bro. I always say, you come to my
There's a lot
friend's
of
show,
people.
come to my show.
Trust
Come.
me,
banker.
I don't know. These guys get together and they start romanticizing. I mean, wait till you see this new Bill Maher we've got today with Jeffrey Ross. Bill Maher, by the way,
I think we
his
have
show
to
has been
get to that.
Fantastic. We'll talk about that in a second. Okay, is there any more
Someone
from this
says,
one?
if I was a merchant.
If I was a merchant. You like that one, huh? You're dying over it.
Sorry. I'm in a laughing mood.
Good. Okay, was there more from this time code, or it was already
No, that's enough. You could do 38.50.
38.50? A lot of money. Okay, 38.50. Here we are. Brian Callen and Joey Diaz on Uncle Joey's joint out of New Jersey. Again, I would do this show. You have my word. The real me would do this
Totally
show sitting down with him. Would you like to see that happen?
And like
Get
the
online,
best.
start
and, like,
harassing the
it's
man.
kind
Start,
of
Danny Woodward, day in and day out,
even if
messaging
they
him
were
about his
the
family.
best.
Start
like,
with
I
the
don't know,
family,
the best
get
doesn't
him
really
hooked, and then
talk
say,
like
"No,
that.
it's
The
not
best
about
in
the
anything,
family.
I feel like.
It's a better, even better idea. It's Mike from Red Bar. He wants to be your friend now. Let's see. Ooh, could we become friends? This is a new. I feel like this is what you should do after you've played with a fool for a while. New idea, new challenge. Can I become Joey's good friend? Can I become friends with him?
They became friends with Big Mike.
Not entirely.
This is a one-time thing for Joey. There's no one else I want to be friends with.
No, but let's see if we can become like really close with him.
I'd like to become deeper enemies with just about every
Sure, of course. And this would be fake as well, Jules. Of course, I don't want to be friends with Joey Coco Diaz, but I'd like to see if I could.
I think that you guys have a connection. I think that that's why you stuck out to him out of all these people on YouTube.
I think so too.
Because there was like something going back and forth between
you. Feel like
it's an energy thing.
You got the same body as my papa. My grandpa had the same body. That could be part of it. My grandpa was much cleaner, by the way, folks. Much more put together. But the same body, he slept with his mouth open all the time. I won't even dare show you, but yeah, maybe that's what I'm feeling.
The good things is now it's up to us. I'm producer. I'm publisher. I'm director. I do it all. I'm my own PR team. I don't need PR.
Oh, okay.
Sure, buddy.
Yeah, you're doing really great with PR.
Like his intro song.
Have to come back with Brian. I feel like he really thinks he's out of the water with that one. Just like Chris. But we're gonna do some Christy stuff coming up today. Wait till you hear what we caught Chris D'Elia doing. This is all real, and wait till you hear the plans we have for Chris D'Elia. No other podcast. A lot of people bitching about Chris D'Elia. Let's take some action steps. What do you call that? Action steps. I want to see something happen. So we've got a plan coming up later today. Let's make Chris D'Elia answer. Let's see him do something coming up later today. All right, let's hear some more.
I do this podcast. I do Flagrant. I do that. That's more than any PR, any magazine. Magazine? What do you want me to do? Kimmel? Wow. The fuck out of here for 3 minutes? Nah, no thanks.
Notice how Callen starts to talk like Joey a little bit.
Like
when they're together. Get the fuck out of here.
All worked out, by the way. You see those Zippo tricks? Holy fuck!
If you fucked that up, that would have been so amazing.
And it's not even a Zippo. Cut to the main cam, Jules, or the close up there. It's a Zorro. I couldn't believe it. I bought this off eBay. I'm trying to do this lighter collection, this old lighter collection.
Zaire.
Just stocking up on the basics. It's your basic Camel. The cigarette brands were big into lighters back in the day. So I bought this Camel Zippo. I got it. I start playing with it. It didn't have the same feel. Didn't have the same action. And I go, what the hell's going on? Turns out it's a dang Zorro. It's not a Zippo, it's a Zorro. Whatever. It'll still work. Ooh.
Whatever.
I used to do this one. Right into the pocket. Pretty good.
If you think about
Could be
ZIPPO and ZIRRO, it's
like
super similar in how the font would be.
They still don't look right. They still look like I don't know the trick. Like me on a skateboard, it's like, technically that is an ollie. but that
I have
doesn't
not
look
seen
like
The Mask
anything
of
good.
Zorro. Antonio Banderas,
You know,
right?
my brother got very
I haven't
offended.
seen
I
it.
once told him that he had no style while skateboarding. You know, he kept telling me he could do a kickflip, and then he would do it, and I'd be like, and I go, yeah, but that's, you know, you ever know those kids? You technically, it's like, yes, I guess that's technically a kickflip, but it looked just like a big jerky. There's no point. You might as well not skate. It looks cooler to just walk. All right,
It's
let's hear some
cooler to
more.
just walk.
Those actors can't sell tickets. God bless them. They're all very talented, but it's hard. It's not enough just to be on a TV show. So new media is, you know.
It's really crazy how much. You're right. When we got to LA in '97, you recurred on a TV show. That's it.
There it is. There it is.
You
There it is.
sold
There it
out
is.
all
Hold on,
your
hold
shows,
on.
and you did that.
Nope. I love this water. Is this only local to his hometown? Look at this. Deer Park. I'm not making fun of it, but come on, you telling me that don't look nicer than Arrowhead? My least favorite water, that Arrowhead. Yikes. You got maroon in that logo. You got
At least
green,
he doesn't have the liquid
black.
death like most of those
Nothing
people have.
looks
That
worse than
liquid
black
death
and maroon, folks. Oh, by the
So
way,
weird. It like literally
everybody got their
says
merch.
like
Look,
it
I'm
has
wearing
like a
pine
human soul in it.
today.
It's fucking creepy.
Is that yours? No, it's pine. Get it?
It's
I'm
not
pine
yours.
today,
It's
too.
You're wearing the pine today too. We love the pine. People really love this merch. I can't believe it. People are posting about it as if it's like I told them to. You know, they're posting about it as if it was part of the contract of buying this stuff. I can't believe it, but I'm so glad you like it. Please, though, because I saw somebody doing this, and that somebody was myself.
That somebody was.
Looked in the mirror the other day,
myself.
and I realized I was wearing a Red Bar hat, the one that we just sold, and the Red Bar tee. Do not do this. Not only will your colors clash, we have not designed these to go together purposefully, because you're going to look like you work at the Red Bar grocery store. You cannot wear the hat with the shirt. Please don't let me see out with like that, because that's going to be extremely embarrassing. You know, I caught myself. I was wearing it. I went to the custom shop.
You do that a lot.
I do it a lot because it's my favorite hat. It's my favorite shirt. Sometimes I'm not thinking, you know, and I went over to
Thank
the,
you. People
the
always tell me
customs
pink
shop.
looks good
Got
on
some
me.
upgrades for
So.
my ride. I can't wait to show you my upgrades, by the way. I've got a great trail video coming out very soon. Hopefully, like next month, I'm going to release my version of a YouTube video
Me too,
about
Angela.
a couple of guys going out on the trail. Yeah, I worked at the shop. I felt like a fucking idiot. Even the people at the shop were dressed cooler than me in their own clothes. You know, they didn't have the matching. Please do not do that. That will make you look very stupid, okay? Keep the hat and the shirt separate. Thank you guys so much. I'm glad you love the merch. All right, Deer Park.
Saying that Deer Park is Jersey
Correct,
swamp water.
Oh, okay. I bet the water is bad. People got a lot of opinions about bottled water. My favorite bottled water, you're going to think I'm kidding. And if you know anything about me, you know it's true. Dasani.
No way.
To me, Dasani is the cleanest tasting water. People
He's
like
kidding, right?
I feel like the people who make fun of Dasani.
Dasani
you know,
is made by
instances
Pepsi.
like this. I want to put together a piece.
Water's not supposed to
an
like.
article
When
about
you
these little
open
things
it,
that
it's
people
not supposed
think
to like
they hate,
make a
but they don't really
sound,
hate.
like a carbonation
You know,
sound.
like the word moist is one of
and
them.
I've read on the back of Dasani, it's like
moist, not for me.
Sourced
It's
from like
for
a sink in
you just
Philadelphia.
heard that somewhere. You thought you didn't really even think it through. I think it's the same thing with these water brands.
It's become a meme.
It's become a meme. You think you hate Dasani, you can't. You can't possibly. You know, I buy the little Dasanis like this. And when we go camping, I try to fill up a 5-gallon water jug.
Remind me if you're still here when I turn this off.
By the time I'm done with this,
I don't have a strong feeling either way about it.
And we have to turn around because we can't set up camp at dark. It's too dangerous. Would you like to see videos of me and Jules going camping? It's like a slasher movie. Have you ever seen Jason Goes to Hell? The opening scene in Jason Goes to Hell? No. That's what our camping trips are like.
No, I think that Dasani is good because of the metallic taste.
That's what we like about it. We like that sharp, cold metal taste.
I knew
that's what we like in water.
Yeah, it seems like you can taste the pipes that the water came from in Dasani.
Tastes like toilet water. Like to me, like Fiji. People think Fiji is like the fanciest one. To me, that tastes like a ladle from your toilet. It's room temperature.
I
You pour it in a
prioritize
cup.
water.
It's
It's
clean water,
important.
right?
Like
From your
good
tap.
water is important.
But it's been run through the sides of a toilet, you know. It is brushing down. The toilet to me is a disgusting place. You ever see these people like this when they're sick? They lean over they put their whole head in the toilet like that. Ugh.
Damn,
Stand up to vomit, please. You know?
There is a lot of new listeners because Dasani used to be a huge part
Oh,
of our
they're
show.
all
where you
telling
drink
us,
Dasani.
Well,
if I haven't
one
thought
person
about
I
it
knew
for
said
5 minutes,
think
you know, we
about
always get people
what
like,
you the
minerals
facts about how
and
it's
water
tap
make
water with
when you mix
salt,
them together.
yeah.
They make
Oh, it's got
cement.
salt in it to make you
Doesn't
more
make a lot of
thirsty.
sense, like
Listen to
mineral
Rumors. I
water.
hope they sue you personally. Come out and sue you, this company. I might report you to Dasani and start
Mountain
suing their
Dew,
customers
Wendy.
with them.
Listen to like season 15. It's
I like all the
mostly
high
Dasani,
pH ones, like the
I'm pretty
alkaline
sure.
waters. I
You'll
feel
love
like
it.
it
I love
hydrates
Dasani. I've
me
actually
more,
switched my
you know?
new favorite water right now. I don't know.
Remember when we
What
thought
are we
Evian was
drinking
like
right
the
now?
My
We
best?
got our
favorite is
tap.
Essentia.
Why
That's
is it the
only one I
worst,
drink
Sam?
Very
now.
nice. Essentia is very nice water.
Essentia is
spring water, but I
I
nice.
like
pretty much
Poland
been
Eternal.
Dasani since Essentia started being the most popular.
Mhm. But we do have a lot of so the chat lit up how Dasani is like when I brought up how we get Taco Bell before the show.
Toilet
And
water
people are
gets a
telling
bad
me
rap.
Taco Bell isn't good
Dude,
for you.
You know
It's
sometimes
not
dogs will
real.
drink out of the
It's-
toilet?
Please.
I've had people say like
Taco
dogs
Bell
know, like
is,
toilet water is cleaner than
and again,
tap.
I've been
I'm like,
around for many years. I
I don't know how
understand
that can be
perfectly,
possible.
you know what Taco Bell is, what Dasani is. Trust me, I don't just see the product and start gulping it down without questioning.
Coolio died.
Did Coolio die just now?
That's what
Put
I'm
on some
hearing.
music. Seriously, Coolio just died?
I think so.
Sorry, I'm secretly sober. I've been waiting fucking
you know,
years.
I guess they keep saying Gangster Paradise, but
How
the
did he die? I
song that
want to know
makes me
everything.
think
We're
of
stopping. We're
Coolio
going to
is like
interrupt this.
da 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 in my Julio and then a Julio.
Cut
You know
that
that
out.
song?
That's not funny. That's Weird Al, by the way. This is Coolio. What did he die from?
What's the best Coolio song?
How old was Coolio?
Plastic waste
Give
is
me the
bad.
article
Yep.
too. I want to see what's going on.
I have an undersink
Coolio
filter and
died.
use
Let's smoke
a
for it.
quality thermos. That's awesome, Julia.
And it's, again, Coolio is
They
another
got a
one of those things. It's
Berkey
not
water
funny to
filter
make fun
system.
of Coolio because he decided to use the word cool and an I and
The
an
whole
O to
thing.
form his name.
I don't think it's put together properly.
We're just waiting
It's
for
a touchy
that.
subject.
Send it over. I want to see how
It's
it
like supposed to be the best water filter. Berkey water filter
I knew
system.
this was going to happen.
But like, I had two different people help me put it together, and then since both of them were rushing, and I tasted the water, and I feel like
we can start seeing Dan
something's
Cook
not
posting pictures with Coolio at one of his
when he's
game
like,
night
no.
parties. Very interesting. Coolio
So I gotta
dead
go
at
back
59.
in.
I like that. I think every headline should be dead at age. Okay? Makes things clear. Dead at age from, you make it very, obviously they've got no respect for Coolio. If somebody they
That's
respected
amazing.
died,
Yeah, I've heard that
dead at
about
59.
New Zealand, Angela. You guys are really lucky on that.
Donate to this family.
So many people on this planet
59.
don't
That's
have
really
clean water. Like,
cruel to say. Like, if I died, I wouldn't want just dead at 59.
I
So how
used
did
to
he
not
die,
care
Jules,
about
did
the
you say?
LA tap water, but more and more I've heard
Coolio
people
died
are like,
Wednesday in
don't,
LA.
like, don't even give it to your dog.
Okay, obviously, with all those
Coolio,
regulations.
Oh yeah, keep reading after Coolio's longtime manager.
Coolio's longtime manager, Jerez. Who's a good friend of mine, Jerez. Jurassic Park is what we used to call him because he had his own kids park set up. All right, let's see this. Coolio's longtime manager, Jerez. These guys have the worst managers, by the way. I met Post Malone's manager. He's got like vitiligo. These guys are like ruthless, old school boxing promoters. Where they're just
how have you not
doing
done
all
that
this
already?
behind the scenes. They're they treat Post Malone like they treated Elvis.
You're late.
It's true.
Wait, doesn't Joey Diaz go, I've been watching that Elvis movie
Okay, well, I'll find
a
that
lot
part.
lately. Yeah, there's I hope we have that. We have that, right? He goes, I've been watching that Elvis movie a lot lately.
And there's another really good sound bite in this one, too.
Good, okay, let's see how Coolio died. And of course, Gangsters. See, she even put up Gangsters. Please don't blame her. She doesn't know
I just
anything.
clicked the first song in his page, sorry.
If you grew up around my age, you would know please have some respect for this gangster's paradise. Don't fall into that trap with everybody else. You know, Ethan Klein, I guarantee that's gangster's paradise, because that's the funniest part of Coolio's death, right? Wrong. Coolio's longtime manager, Jerez, says Coolio, oh, I love this, man. I love this story. I didn't skip ahead and read, but I like this. He's going to explain how Coolio died here. Please be a fall. Please be a simple accidental fall. Because I saw the word bathroom. I love this. A lot of my friends have died just simply from falling. I lost an uncle to this. They go, Mike, your uncle's died. I go, oh, how? He fell. I just can't imagine dying by falling yourself. That's how Otho died too. Remember, we were good friends. I'm not even kidding. If you're new to the show,
His
remember
uncle
that
really did die of a fall.
my uncle.
Yeah.
Yes, he died of a fall in the bathroom. And then Otho from Beetlejuice died the same way. Did you know if you're new? Oh, shout out to Otho.
There's like
If
a
you're
bunch
new
of
to the
people
show,
that
we
have died
actually
in
used to have
bathrooms.
Otho from Beetlejuice on
The
as
woman
a
that was in Wizard of
recurring
Oz,
fake
she
ironic
died in a
guest, but it was
bathroom.
really it. And he was great. I mean,
people die in
he's like
bathrooms.
this flamboyant gay guy. He lives in Atlanta, right? Or Alabama or something creepy like that. He's got one of those old, beautiful, what do they call those homes? Beautiful Victorian homes, you know, and he actually died. He was sitting on his motorized scooter or something. And he
Zaire, do you know about
fell off.
Berkey Filters?
Not much of a fall. Fell
Berkey.
off and died. We couldn't believe it. You know, we would talk to him every year during our spooktaculars, our Halloween time shows. We used to have
Yeah,
Otho from
no, when I
Beetlejuice.
was
His
in
name is Glenn
India,
Shaddix, of
like,
course.
I wonder
He
about
would
that,
do
Zaire.
intros.
When
Maybe
I was
I'll
in India,
find
we
one of those, dig
showered,
up
like,
one of
some
those
places we
promos
showered
that
with
he did
bottled
for us.
water, brushed our teeth
Man, I miss him.
with bottled water,
Thinking about it.
everything.
But yes, he died falling. I hope that's not how Coolio went.
Did you go to his funeral?
No.
Why
No.
not?
I don't think he
Yeah,
was involved in
fluoride
anything
literally,
good. I
like,
think they probably found a lot of dirty stuff in that house, that
pushes
Victorian
stuff on your
house.
pineal gland.
Probably a
It's
lot
not
of
good.
stuff that they just
Dulls
had
it
to
down.
put aside and not speak of. You know, he's dead. It doesn't really matter anymore.
They still
Let's
don't
not
even explain
fuck it
why
up
they
for
put
the
it in
whole
the
family.
water.
Seriously, I think he was a pedophile. To be
Mary
honest.
Gary says Mike's bathroom walls are lined with handrails like an old person.
My bathroom walls? They actually are. I just removed a handrail from the studio.
Extra one right over there.
I actually removed. I'll bring it in the next break. I'll prove it to you that I've removed the handrails from the bathroom here. I could actually prove that on the next break. Imagine me with a handrail. Here, you're going to see that. And man, am I good at the handrail. I might install it low to the ground so I could do some of my rollerblading tricks for you later. You know? Grinds and such. All right, let's see. Coolio's longtime manager, Jerez, who I like to imagine looks just like AB from H3. Okay, just listen. Okay. His longtime manager, Jerez, says Coolio went to the bathroom at his friend's house. I want to take my time with this.
I've heard that it definitely calcifies.
Coolio went to the bathroom at his friend's house, but when he didn't come out after a while, the friend kept calling for him and eventually went in. Found Coolio laying on the floor. I can't believe it. Get up!
Ian, I think it's probably like tolerance and also like
okay. We're told
everyone's
that the
brains
friend called the
affected differently by
EMTs.
stuff, you know?
Should have called 911. That's your biggest mistake. Never call the EMTs direct.
And probably
First of
why
all,
would you want to
hate
smoke
them.
more weed? It'd be more expensive.
Always call 911. They arrived. They pronounced Coolio dead on the scene. They got to come up with a better word for dead, man. That's a disrespectful thing to say. I think dead, R.I.P. You know, we got Halloween coming up. I'm at Walgreens. It says R.I.P. all over the damn aisle. So we got to take that out of our serious statements. Okay, let's see. We're told that the friend called the EMTs. They pronounced Coolio dead on the scene. You know what I mean? Did they do an old school Coolio up? He's dead on the scene. You know what I mean? They love that. Scene and mean. Back in the day, they love that line. Okay, let's see. Jerez tells the paramedics he suspects that Coolio suffered cardiac arrest.
Wait, why is Jerez telling the paramedics?
I don't like how Jerez. I think Jerez has a lot to do with this.
I was just gonna say, I think Jerez is involved in this.
Anytime somebody dies, a person near that person should be detained for at least a week. Coolio, his real name is Artis.
That's awesome, Wendy. I didn't know that.
You know, I'm not
Yeah,
one of these guys
been
who
the one
oh,
thing
that's his
that's
real name. I'm over real
sustained me
names
from
and
not
being
being active
surprised
in
by
my
it.
eating disorder
Remember that
for
when Eminem
10
came
years
out
now,
and
almost
revealed
11
his name
years.
was Marshall? People could not get over that. I mean, that was big. But he's a rapper.
Or
Marshall is such a
Eminem.
nerdy name. Yeah. Yes, it is. Don't make fun of people's names. All right, here. Coolio's real name is Artist Levon Ivy Jr. What are you doing to me? I came up with a very funny black name the other day. What was that black name? Oh, yeah.
That's awesome.
Mario Parker. His name
Congratulations.
was
I'm always proud
Mario
of you,
Parker.
but that makes me even
Who
more
did I
proud of you
say
as a
that
human,
about?
Wendy.
It was like a nominee thing, very close to like how you guys love this nominee thing I do. You know, and by the way,
That makes watching the Emmys very.
by the way,
rewarding.
we wrote that down because the Emmys it wasn't too long ago, and every time, you know, oh, next nominee, and we're like, whoa! It really, I didn't even say it that much on the show. A few years ago, maybe a year ago, I said on the show, I go, you know, I came up with I'll do it for all the new people. Goes like this. And then we're going to do a Bodega Cat taste test because I'm dying. I mean, I'm looking at this bottle, I'm salivating.
But we have to see the JDS Elvis
Of course,
thing after that.
yeah, we're going to do it
Tell
all.
your girlfriend I said
So,
hi.
I came up with this thing where
Thank you.
it was a day just like
Hope
today.
you guys are having a
I
great
was on the
day.
show. I was rapping. I was sharing my feelings.
I know how you came up with
All right,
it.
yeah,
by the way,
okay,
Because
well-
there was one black guy on The Bachelorette that you said looked like a Grammy nominee.
There
and
it
then
is.
You described
Okay.
him as.
Yes. Okay, so this is so we're
From
watching The
then on.
Bachelor, and we see a black guy, and you know how like there's a lot of black guys
Like
that
they're
look
very stylish. They're
yeah,
certain
these stylish
hair,
Black Panther black guys.
but
They were like
in like an outdated way.
maybe I was never thinking about that really.
Like it's not stylish in a streetwear way. It's stylish in like a
Oh
corporate
yes, of course, like a
way,
John
like
Legend
yes.
type of style.
Exactly.
And you know these Grammy award-winning John Legends and stuff.
All the way
And
up.
I did see this black fellow, and he had that look. He had the look of a nominee. And then it just hit me like that. I go, what if we started calling? Is this okay? Can you get away with this? Can we just call black people nominees?
But I think you started it as referring to a specific type of
black person, but now I think we're doing it to all types of black people.
But
Well,
anyway.
no, I think there should be some specificity to that. Yeah, you see a black guy, he's sharp, he's got like a new haircut, he smells good, I would say. Maybe he has a tuxedo, maybe he
See,
is
Tyler, the creator, not really.
No,
He's
not at all.
It's like
Tyler, the
John
creator, is
Legend
not a
is, like,
nominee.
the best
John
example.
Legend's good. I think the guy from Black Panther,
don't
all the
like
guys
John
from Black
Legend.
Panther could work. You know, when they're on the red
I
carpet
don't
and
think
they're
he's
tux,
the sexiest man of
you know,
the
you
year,
watch these
whatever he
award
got.
shows,
I think
there's
that was
like a whole-
ridiculous.
there's this new TV
I think his
black
wife is
element that they've like propped up so that they don't look racist. It's like I call them ABC. It's like an ABC, you know, and it's like this whole group of like, you know, these guys and girls that are very TV, cheesy, cheap, Anthony Anderson type level black people.
John Legend
really
also
taken
does
over
not
these
look like
award
a straight
shows.
man
I mean,
to me.
every
Not
award
like there's
show
anything
nowadays,
wrong with that. Not that there's
after
anything wrong
nominee
with that.
coming up
but
and then
I
introducing
just
the
don't
nominee.
see them like.
Is there
I don't
anything
see
wrong
them
with that?
sticking together.
Nothing wrong.
You
with
get
that.
a lot
But
of laughs. People
my
are asking,
point was nominee. I said that once on the show, and
I'm
till
not
this
married.
day,
I was
You
married.
see people reference it a lot, and why I brought it up today is because it
I
does.
love Kevin.
shoot
He's
through.
my buddy.
It's kind of
I
like
don't
that
know.
Netflix
The
end,
last one we
or
did.
hearing somebody.
I've been on there
say
3 times
end,
already. The last one we
but
did
whenever I
was
hear nominee, I'm stopped
2
in my
months ago?
tracks
3
thinking
months ago?
about, oh, that's like
It's
a
on
bad word
Patreon.
for a black
It's
person.
Patreon.
Nominee.
I think it's on my
You could
Patreon,
use that
too.
one. Use that one.
I'm
That
not
will
sure.
be with
Yeah,
you
it is
for
on my
a
Patreon.
very long time. Correct? Okay.
people are asking if you think is Pharrell.
I separated from my
Pharrell's
husband, but then he went
nominated.
to heaven.
Okay, let's be
In
careful here.
2021.
It's very hard for a musical artist. Well, I shouldn't say
I
that.
see it as like an actor.
It's more of an actor's
Oh,
thing. It's more of a
that's not true,
TV
though.
actor or a musician that's not music that we would like.
Yeah, Angela.
But I don't like Pharrell either.
People
So
Magazine or
Pharrell
something.
can
The
be
John
nominated,
Legend is
but
the
he's
most
not-
the sexiest man
you know, Pharrell's
on the
almost
planet.
true.
Whatever.
Nominees are kind of also
No,
new.
he's not sexy at
in the
all.
game.
Not to me. Different strokes,
Like they're
different
being
folks.
nominated. They're new. They're kind of like best new nominee, best new black.
Nominee.
You know, they're kind of like they haven't really been around. Pharrell's been around for too long to be a nominee. You know what I mean? He helps with the voting of these award shows. He's not.
It's like the guy who's nominated for Best New Artist.
Yes.
We're just seeing.
But also
now.
like a guy that you don't really know about, but like he's on daytime TV circuits. You know,
Like
he
a
does
lot.
interviews. Like he's on Ellen. He's on Rachel Ray. Selena plus Chef has had a couple nominees on there. You know who I like and who I'm aspiring to be? Do you guys watch Selena plus Chef on HBO Max? That's a good show. We just wrapped season 3.
I never
right?
liked Chef or cooking
That was really good.
shows. Like,
And
never
you know
really
who
got
I got
into
hard
them.
on for on that show? You're gonna think it's Raquel. No, I got a big thing going with that grandpa. I can't get over that grandpa. I don't like him one bit. Not bad for attention. He gets so proud of himself when he can like open a bottle for the girls. They're like, Grandpa, open this because you're still a man, right? And he's like, not bad for attention.
Now I kind of want to see it.
Shut the fuck up, you white supremacist. And I thought Selena was a fucking Mexican. Turns out her whole family is like Blue Lives Matter, the Blue Line, Thin Blue Line guys. Very fucking creepy. You watching that show? Selena plus Chef. I hope you're not skipping over that. Is R. Kelly a nominee? When he went to court, he looked like a nominee. When he's dressed up in that court suit, absolutely. Those guys are too old. You know, they shouldn't be.
John
When I look at R.
Legend,
Kelly
and
or
I'm married
those people, I
to
don't
a
look at their
woman.
race.
A nominee is older in years, but new in introduction to. He's probably in his 40s.
Yeah, he's in his 40s. I mean, I can see him right now. His hair.
But he's new to us.
I'll tell you what it is. Their hair. This is black people hair, by the way. Their hair must sparkle. You understand what I mean? You ever seen a black person show
Okay, I'm gonna turn it up here. It's the timing. 52 minutes. What was the thing that Zaire said? Oh, do I think aliens have come to Earth? You guys can all chime in on this. I think you asked me, correct me if I'm wrong, if you're still here, Zaire. Do I think aliens have come to Earth and mated with other people or connected with other people? I don't really have a feeling on it either way. Like I've seen stuff, obviously, and I don't think it's out of the realm. I don't really think anything is out of the realm of possibility, you know? I know a lot of people that communicate with aliens, like not like.
So I just
Not like normal friends of mine that, you know, whatever. So there's nothing that I don't, that I would like discount or whatever. Do you know what I'm saying? Does that make sense? Let's see. Boo, 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 boo. That felt good. Guys, I watched the weirdest show on Netflix called The Watcher. I'm not even really into like a couple times I was like, is this horror? Because I'm not like down with horror. Like I don't like scary stuff. But it's I don't know. I would like lost my dog on Wednesday, so I was basically like in like a. I still can't. I'm kind of like in a fog, so I might not like it under normal circumstances. Like, do you ever check out shows and then like you'll check it out later? Like, how did I watch this? Or vice versa. Like, you'll check out a show and then you'll check it out later. You'll just be in a different sort of state or place or whatever. And you're like, how did I fucking pass this show up? But just because I felt like chilling and healing, I mean, that's what I was doing. I watched the whole thing. I mean, I don't know how long it is. It's not that long. First of all, Mia Farrow's busted ass shows up in there. There's some really interesting cameos, whatever. But it's called It's called The Watcher or The Watchers. Have any of you seen it? They bring up a lot of weird stuff in there. And like just like past, you know what I mean? Like it's very interesting. What made me think of it was that query that Zaire had, but they bring up a lot of weird stuff. Oh, it's like what? Oh wow, you'll let me know what you think of it. A couple of people wrote to me about it. Someone was like, Ashley, you've got to watch it. It's got like child sacrifice and all this shit. I'm like, it does have that. I mean, it touches on that trigger warning. But I was like, why do you think I'd be like interested in that necessarily? You know what I mean? Um, okay, guys, thanks for being here. Thanks for watching when you watch it. You're an alien? Oh, Wendy's an alien. I already knew that. Aliens make out with people? I don't know. I mean, if nobody's ever heard this besides, I'm guessing Zaire, um, there's a theory that a couple people I've heard talk about that at some point, and I don't know the details. I'm ignorant. Remember, the word ignorant is lacking knowledge. I'm ignorant in this, but the gist of it is that aliens came down at some point and had sex with humans. I know I found sounds stupid to say. And then I guess they left, or there was like a race of alien humans, or there still is, or whatever. I mean, there are definitely some things that I've seen, like when it comes to politicians and stuff, like a lot of them look very reptilian. Like, I think there might be something to that. Like, I mean, I know they can do stuff with like CGI lately, but stuff they did like years ago and footage from like the 80s. I mean, who knows? They always say, I mean, and I believe this, like whatever technology we're working with, like probably intelligence, government, stuff like that, they're like 20, 30, who would know, however many years ahead, who knows? Ballpark. But there's a like with their eyes doing weird shit and just the straight up coldness. Like you can feel a human being like through a computer, like you can feel like I have a heartbeat, like you look in someone's eyes, like these people are just like, you know, and some of the behavior. Perfect example. I don't want to say too much because I have a little bit of trauma about getting a strike about whatever. Angela, can you write the company that starts with a P that had the vagina? Remember we used to call it vagina? The CEO, the owner of that company, dude, they had like a 40-minute interview. I didn't watch the whole thing, but the guy's neck was like his neck was like moving back and forth. There was a fucking animal in there or something. It was like I was like, how is nobody talking about this? Wendy, or can you write it? The one that made the vagina. It starts with a P. Um, some handsome apes. Or yeah, and then some people like I don't really get the whole RH negative thing. Like, is rhesus monkey? Somebody was explaining. So I was like, I don't know. So Angela knows. Angela, do you remember when we used to call that thing the vagina? Can you just write the name of the company? Yes. So the CEO or head of that company that Angela just wrote, um, there's an interview in 2020, 2021, something like this. I don't think dude has a lot of interviews, but and I think his neck moves in more than one, but there's one and it's like literally it's like it's the weird I've never seen anything like it. It's like his Adam's apple is like going up and down and back and forth while he's talking. I'm just like, dude, how do you not know like that happens when you wear like a turtleneck? It's just weird. And then like footage from like the 80s and 90s of just like I don't know, weird shit. But then there's also like synthetic robotoid theories. Like that shit makes sense to me. I feel like that would be economically uh economically and also I don't know, who knows, but I feel like they'd save money and also be able to more effectively exert control over call it puppets or whatever you want if they were like, you know what I mean? Oh, thanks, Jonathan. Yeah, I mean, apparently RH negative, I think you're a universal donor. And then there's like there's a lot of unique things that come with RH negative blood. I don't know. And then O, I guess is like the original. And then A, there's a lot of stuff with blood types. Dude, I thought it was super interesting that Korea has been requiring on the CVs on like, so if you go to apply for a job, for your blood type for like 20 years preceding 2011, which is when I read this book called Eat Right for Your Blood Type, which I don't totally agree with that book or think that all that information is correct, but there's like definitely something to it. I read a lot of theories, sort of like or I've gotten a lot of information about what blood type says about people, and like I don't know, like I heard B's, like B minus and B plus didn't even exist as a blood type before World War II, and were basically like a I don't know, I haven't looked into this thoroughly, so maybe this is not correct information, but that preceding World War II, B minus and B plus blood types didn't exist, and the reason that they came to exist is because of like human experimentation, something like this. All right, guys, I'm out. Have an amazing Saturday. It's like 12:54 in LA. That means it's burrito time. Honda says bye in his sleep. Later, guys. Thanks for being here. Late.